Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Comfy Cozy Completionist with your girl Cassandra. No, not Cassandra, Lorelei. And we had the very strange occurrence in the last episode that the game shut down on us and we had to cut it short by half. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah, that was most strange. What I was talking about before we got cut off short in the last episode was that we want to go back to our building site, and we seem to have lost quite some gameplay here because all of that was sorted already by us and now it's back on the ground. Something with managing the saves went wrong here, it seems like. That is super strange. We did all of that sorting already, and now we are back to that. Let me have a look in our... Yeah, we have lost quite a bit of gameplay here. We already did make some more... There is something really strange going on. I think we lost some gameplay here and I can't do nothing about it. So we have to repeat some of what we did. I was thinking about going to the building site, but now I think we will have to instead try and catch up on what we have missed here, because we did things and they are undone now. So we're gonna put away all of that stuff again. Gonna go look after our chicken again. Might have lost about half an hour of gameplay here, I think. Something like that. We were building that big billboard thingy and putting our to-dos on it, and see, they are all up there again. So all of that got lost because something got corrupted and Steam shut down without saving. That means all of those things underneath here are back where they are too. So gonna get our stonecutter and repeat what we did in the last half hour of the last episode again, because we lost the progress. Yeah, sorry about that, but there's nothing I can do about that. Man. Well, at least the second time around, I know how to get to those pieces underneath here. There, we got it all in one go. Phew. The things that happen. What shall I say? I never had that happen to me before. I don't know what that was all about. But yeah, we're gonna do all of that again, I guess. So we've got 20 of those and 20 of those. And I was waffling about a lot of things, and we were filling things in our smelter and doing a lot of things that now we have to do again. We do not have a lot of iron. But we might want to probably get us some more iron. We could try and find one of those viaducts in the Mistlands and get the iron from there, so we don't have to necessarily go back to the swamp. Gonna feed the chickens, because the whole purpose of being here at home was that we have chickens and we need them to reproduce. So that can run. And then we've gonna get us some more seeds here for the chickens up there. Do some chicken feeding. That is so strange. That is not in the right place for sure. Let me get that a little more over there. That is good. And that should be 10 and 10. Okay. Now that is fine. And we need to get that working again. Well, at least we did not lose the gameplay where we were picking up all of the wood from the forest, from our logs, because that would be tedious to do again. Okay, so that is all of that. We can make some more omelette right now, because that is 15. And then we're gonna wait for more eggs to occur. Yeah, so now we are there, and then we want to build that big board outside here again, because we did that in the last episode, but the progress was lost by the game crashing and not saving. We have to do it again. Sometimes, yeah, that is unfortunate, but it cannot be helped, so might as well get over it and do it again. There, that's that. Now can I get to that? That worked better. Okay. Wrong one. And then we want those boards in here. And we need to get us some coal. And we need to get all of them up there, because those need to move outside. Okay. There we go. And then put the signs up here. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the 5. And then those can go back in here. Okay, we had the trophies over on this side, I think. So we are missing pen ring. We are missing the stone golem and the fooling shaman. That's that. And then here we had the quests. And then that is Howling Cavern and Sealed Tower and Kill Queen. There we go. And then that can be to do. I think we do need to organize some more iron. Okay. Managed to get that sorted. That goes back here, and that goes back here, and that goes in here. And then we're gonna, I think, drop that off. I need to see. Yeah, we did manage. We did bring all of that over, and that is still over there outside the box. So that's cool. And now all of that is done. Gonna pick all of that up. And then we should be caught up with what we lost. I think. We have quite a lot here. We should bring some of that over. We should bring some of the tar over. For sure we need to bring some of that over. And repair the hammer, probably. Yeah, big question. There was something odd about the number 12 portal that we needed to investigate, but I can't remember exactly what that was. So yeah, it is like that now. Okay. And we have all the weapons made for this biome, I think. we only have the padded armor, and that is the armor we are wearing, so that can go here once we acquire something from the Mistlands. We've got that iron sledge, and that iron sledge needs to go to the tower in the swamp at some point because it's a swamp weapon. There is... What is that? Oh, I'm tripping. That is the carapace from the Mistland, and that here is the padded armor from the plains. So yeah, that is the knife, and then that is the black metal shield. I didn't want to do that, but I did. We have to hang that up again. And then here we've got the Adgear and the other shield, and we are, I think, missing something here. Let me try and see. That is the knife. Now I think we've got everything here. The sword. Yeah, because that other stuff here, that is Mistland Steer. That is not plain steer. Okay, we are good. We have all the weapons here. Now, gotta open the door in the other direction. Let me have a look if there is still things we need to be brewing. And there is. And we need some refill for the lights in here. Yeah, all of that is a little on the low side. Let me get some resin to fill up the lights. Because the lights are going out here. There is a light up here too. What is that? All of the lights we have? Is there some here? No? I think that is all the lights we have here. Okay, we're good with that. Those got stacked here. Let's have a look at our chicken. Yeah, now we are getting results here. And we do hope. Look at all of that. That is good. Now we can make more of that omelette stuff. How much is in there still? Not a whole lot. Let's make 5 more here, because we can. Maybe we do that like that. And we do need some seeker aspic, and that means that stuff. I do want to find more infested mines because we do need more of that. That is log spy and it's unbaked. We should be baking that. Next time we do I'm not sure about all of that in here, really. I think that should go here, and we can bring it if we need it. We don't have to tap sap in a while, because we do have a lot. And I think the zip zap machine should be done now. We can feed that another time. And then we go sleep and hope that things do not explode on us again when we sleep. Come on. Fine. Okay. So the next day, I think we are going to go to the building site and do something there. And we're gonna have a short break here and hope for the best. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's see, we're gonna sleep. And then we're gonna hope for the best. Yeah, we're gonna go to the building site, do a little bit of building. Collecting the eggs that are there. We're gonna put that 4 in the oven. And eat something. For building. Yeah, let's eat that. Because we are not going there to do business, to do killing. We just want to have some health to be building. Okay. Got that collected. Got that collected. That is still working. There is 6 sap in there still. Okay. Ideally, I do want to have like 3 rows, like 12 stacks of either. So now we have that baked. Okay, this is looking good so far. We're gonna jump over to the building site. Let's take some iron. Where is the iron? There. Oh, we are pretty low on iron here. We do need to find us something. Some viaduct or something to be taken down so we can gain more iron. So we want to enlarge this platform here, and also we did a fair bit of enlarging to that. Let me acquaint myself. We did enlarge that a fair bit so we can have things here. I think this is going to be the place where the hearth is going on this level. So this platform needs to be larger because we want to have the possibility to build more here. So we're gonna have to probably take down some of those trees that will come into our... Let me try and see which one that is. That is that one over there. It's a pity because that one makes the landscape really nice. We might plant another one But I think we have to take down that one, because that one is going to be in the way of us building. And of course it dropped into the water, where it will be quite hard for us to get that. Let's see. Is there a possibility for us to swim that to a place where we can? Actually get to it? I have to do that. Another time, I think. I have to do that. Regain my stamina here. I don't want to drown by trying to do that. It looks like everything here is very steep. Maybe we can do something here. Everything around here is just super steep. Might be able to get that here. Maybe that might work eventually. Cannot really. Yeah, we've got a little bit done. Okay, that is the first part. No. Actually, that is quite difficult here. No way I can stand here. Maybe from this side? Ugh. No, I keep swimming. To push that more over to that side, where we managed to get that other one. Get swimming levels here. Okay, let's try. Ah, there. Yeah, we got it. Now we have to return to the other side, because we are out of stamina here. We have to swim back and forth, gaining swimming levels here. That was not exactly what I was planning on doing, but yeah, that is what it is. Let's drop that off here real quick, because we want to get all of that glittery stuff there. Okay. We will make it over there. What is our swimming levels? I really don't know. But living in the middle of the water has proven to be quite cool in regards to mobs coming at us while we have a raid. Well, I need to have above 40 to get up there. Okay. Give me that. And now we have to have a look and see. We need to enlarge that platform, but we need to go up there and see what we are doing. I think we are in for some more parkouring here. Have I mentioned that I hate parkour? But I think that cannot be helped. We need to actually see what we are doing here. Aha, we used some of those big blobby things there, and we don't have the wood anymore to do more here. I do hate parkour. I think we're gonna be leaving the iron here. Come back down with more wood. A little bit of room to spare here. Aha. Okay. Half of the iron, probably. Boom, bidum, bidum, bidum. Okay, so we've got that sorted. We need to be coming out here, and then I need to make out where that edge needs to be. I can't see. Well, okay. We need to have that. To go in here and then here. So that should be anchored. Missing requirement. Ah, who would have thunk? So that is that side. And then we also want to come out from that side here. I think we have to go up there and see from above where that ends. Because what we want to be doing, we want to come out here and we want that. Ah, that is good. We want that to be, in fact, in the middle here, I think. So we can use the smaller... I don't know. Like that. Out of wood. Well, that can be remedied. Now we are out of iron. Yeah, well, that was not exactly what I wanted. So bad at that. Okay. Okay, I think we need to go up there and do it from above because I can't see what I'm doing here. Need to remove that one. And potentially that one. Because we need to see that we get that put in here. That is wrong here. I think that dropped down there. No, that is also wrong. And making things hard on myself again. That needs to be anchored there, I think, and then we want that to come out like that. Well, one iron. Is there more iron up in the living quarters? I don't know. We are missing some iron here. Okay, we want those big blocks back in here. All of that is nice now. We need more iron. And we need to put some iron underneath that here too. Maybe we can come out from that other place there. Let's go upstairs and see if we have some iron up in the living quarters. I think there is some left here. A little bit. There's not all that much. But for that purpose, I think it'll do. So, we need one more here. And then I think we're gonna go like that. And like that. That should give us the possibility to put those here. We need to do something more coming out this way. Because I don't think we can make that work and fill that all of that in without more support here. And then we need to do something in this direction too, because we want to be able to come out there more. So there is things that need doing, and we have 1 iron left here, which is not much at all. Yeah, we have to have more iron, that is for sure. We had to get to that somehow and get that down from there, because that is not needed anymore, really. Can I reach that? Yeah, it's night. We have to go sleep. Sorry. Okay, I think we are going to have a hard time getting to find a viaduct. It will be quicker in the end, I think, to go to the swamp. Let's have a look, see where we have a swamp. I need to get rid of all of those markers here so I can see what we have here. The bone mass swamp should have... There is 3 more crypts we did not do nothing with. There is a swamp here we did not see at all. And where is the witch? Oh, she's right in the bone mass swamp, so yeah. The bone mass swamp it is, then we're gonna go here and see about those 2. We have no other swamp, really. But we have been looking at that. There is nothing interesting here. That one can contain something. There is a little bit of swamp here, but we don't know how far that extends over. Yeah, I think that is the best option we have. There is no crypt in here. There is swamp here, but that seems to be a tiny little bit too. Okay, we need to go sleep. And let's have a short break. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, we're gonna sleep. We're gonna rename the resources portal to R and leave it there so we can go pick up stuff there if we need to without running our ass off. We're gonna get a new portal. We're gonna get the swamp key that should be in Nebelheim. No, not Nebelheim, Regenheim. And we're gonna pick up another portal here because we don't have one. And let's go eat. Eat, girl, eat. For the swamp, we will not need that much. I'm gonna be renaming that one R and mark the spot. R, like that. And gonna mark this R. Boom. Yeah. Just got more resources here. I'm gonna pick all of that up. Why not? Can live with more eyes. And that looks like he is destroying all of it. Okay. Gonna take that home real quick. Run right in the middle of it. Get everything that is laying about here. As far as we can pick it up. Can't pick anything up anymore. Boom. More things. This is bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers around here. Look at that. So much more again. This is completely bonkerdoodles. I just wanted to go rename that portal, and we are back to picking up so much stuff here. Brute trophy, huh? Nice. Give me all of that too, while I'm here. What is that? Eat something. Okay. Out of here. Oh, we will gain another 16 tons of stuff here. Need to get to the swamp. Need to go to Regenheim first to get the swamp key. Let me drop the stuff up right here real quick. And 2 of those. We're gonna rename that one iron and get to Regenheim to get our swamp key. There might be Bergheim, Regenheim. There might be some iron portal left Somewhere here. In that swamp? Uh-huh. It is. Okay. Swamp key. Give me the swamp key. Okay, so all of the lights have gone out here. At some point in the future we will come back and do something about that. Gonna start with the far one, I think. Ooh, that's a good one. And that is an archer. We don't have bonfire here, but I think we're gonna be okay. With just an iron portal up here. We only have 6 wood. We would need 10 for a box. There we go. There we go. Oh, I forgot to bring my pickaxe. Well, can't farm iron without a pickaxe. Let's get that in here and get the pickaxe. Okay. What fun things do we have here? That is only that. I don't have any type of club-like weapon with me. And then, is that something that goes on, or is it just... No, it isn't. Okay. Well, off to a good start here. Okay. Something to feed the obliterator. Okay. Gonna start from the left side, I think. It would be nice to have a bonfire, but I forgot to bring one. So we're gonna live without one for now. I don't think it's gonna be a big problem. Just gonna drop that stuff off here. I think one crypt will be sufficient for now, and then we have to maybe find things in the mist later, but I do want to get the building done, and it is way quicker to get that done when we just collect some here and then get back to building. Is there something here? No. Oh man. Kinda want that amber. We gotta drop something off in the box, I think, because we are gathering stuff way quicker than I anticipated. Don't need those, really. Not ungrateful for the leather we are gaining here, because we have to build all of the workbenches and stuff. We have to get us some more flint too, I think. I know, this is quite boring, but it is quite necessary. If you are playing Valheim, iron is a necessity all over the place all the time. Okay, can't get to that. Not worth it. So what's in here? Got all of that. There is one of those bone piles beyond that one. I can hear the buzzing of the flies of that evil body pile there. Ow. Huh. Can I locate that? It is beyond that here. I don't think we get to that like that. I cannot get to... Here we go. Nice, some chains. We will need chains anyways. And a blob beyond that one. Can we get to that via... Not really. There is another muddy scrub pile behind that one. Ugh. Can we fireball our way out there? It is not helpful, so we gotta probably... something like that. Ah. Need to get through here to somehow get to that. Can't get. There we go. With those body piles in the middle here between those staircases, that is not as easy as you would think to reach them without a club-like weapon. Okay. I think we are going home now because we are getting full here. No room in inventory. Okay, we are able to walk here. I can't see nothing. It is so dark here. I cannot even see where my stairs are, man. Can I please? I can't. Sorry, why can't I pick that up? Now we got it. Okay. Ooh, too much stuff. Can't pick it up. Okay. The iron gets dropped here. And then got some of that. And that. And that. I don't even have a space for a brute trophy here anymore. Man, things are getting full. And we've got... That is the wrong box. That and that. Might want to use up those probably, so we don't have to carry those around. Okay. And yeah, we're gonna put that in here. Repair everything, and then we're gonna have a good night's rest so we can go on farming more metal in the morrow. We probably need to have another light source in here. It's a little bit dank. Could put one above here eventually. Yeah, I think we do that at some point. Not now. We're gonna go sleep. We're gonna go drink something. Gonna be eating something. Then we get that stuff in the box, and in the smelter we only have one normal one, I think. No, two. Two are behind there, back there. So we've got 20 to put in those two smelters, and we have to make more coal. But that should be tiding us over until we can get more iron from a viaduct or something. I8, yes, okay. Okay, so where were we? We have done all of that. So we were here. Okay. So that is all of that. And then there is some more here. Okay, that is dead end. I'm gonna shoot that one. Oh, nice. Some gifts. So much ancient bark here. We have to get things out of here because we are so much full and we cannot even carry that stuff anymore. Those weigh 30 in total. We don't need those. We can toss them. Okay, that should be better. You might want to pick some of the yellow mushrooms, though. Because I think we are running really low on yellow mushrooms. I have not been picking a lot of yellow mushrooms, and we need them for some meat brews. Okay. I think we missed that box here. Yeah, we did. More blobs. We're gonna have also another pack of bombs. Because we got so much ooze and leather from this endeavor. We can make more ooze bombs. There is another one of those. There were quite a few of those bomb piles in here. Very annoying. Another bit. Ooh, this is quite a lot. I don't think we do need another one. I think we're gonna be good for now with that one. Okay, still more. And then I think the next day, the last day of this episode, we are going back to the Mistland base and do some more building there for the platforms, so we can then, with all the platforms in place, start to get the buildings up. We only have the house built for the living quarters. We need a house for the portal room, and we need to have a house on the lower levels for the big portals, for the base portals we have. There is gonna be quite some doing, and the first step is to get those platforms in place so we can go from there. This is a real big place. Another blob. This is a real big place with quite a lot of things. A lot of rooms, a lot of iron to be picked up. I think it was the right decision to go back and do a swamp crypt, because I think it would have taken us far too long to find space of viaduct in the Mistlands for that. Yeah, I think that was the last bit we had here to pick up. We did empty out all of those boxes, did we? Yes, we did. Okay, we've got quite a lot of stuff here. We have to get out of that. Okay, we have to drop some of that off here, because that is a little bit much in my pocket. I want all of that out of here. Okay. Let's see if we can pick all of that back up. I think we got everything here. That. Yeah, I think we are perfectly fine with that one crypt. We don't need more than one. Not for now. If we get a chance to take down one of those viaducts, we will, and if not, we can do another one of those sunken crypts, but I don't think we will have to, because we got plenty from that first one. We have to leave a marker on this that there is an iron portal here. We might not forget that. Because if we do forget, then we will have to come back. And we don't know we have a portal here, and then we will never remember. So that's that, and that, and that, and then the chains, and lots of monies. And some more arrows. Wait a bit. Ironhead. That is flint. Flint and flint. And that is iron. And that is poison. Okay, and then we've got something here. And we've got that. And we got a lot of iron. Yeah, that is filling all the needs for a good long while here. And we do have the required 40 to get that going. And all of those need to go over to our new base because we need those to get the platforms going. See, we have to have... Wait, that one. We have to have some that come out here, 2 and 2. I think we have one under here too. Oh, not really. Let's do that. And then that is cool, but we need that under that here. So that will work. Let's see, now this should be working. This is working. And this should be working too. We miss one here. Wait, forgot. One more. Just one more. Just under here. Snap that. There. So that will make things much nicer here, and we can get up here much nicer, and all of that is nicer. I like that. That platform is fine, and I think that one is fine too. We're gonna have to build up the housing, the walls, the outside walls for all of that. But I think we are getting somewhere now. Very cool. We should probably deposit one of the mist lights, wisp lights over at Nebelheim, so we can use them how we see fit. We have 2 meganords. How did that happen? Did I buy a second one because I forgot I already had one? Or what is going on here? Most strange. Let's get some coal going, because we have to, in the end, do a lot of iron smeltering. So that is that tile going on. While we're here, we can take a look if there is some eggs left here we can pick up. Yes. And we can pick up the remainder here. That is now looking very good. We have one more load of iter to be making. Gonna get that into our zip-zap machine ASAP. We are on the low side here. Health-wise. There is a broken workbench glittering out there. And that wood will be despawning if we don't get it. Well. Okay, we don't do that. We can live with that wood being despawning. We want to go to bed. Okay, we have another short break here, and while we do break, you might think about what else we need to do in our plane space before we leave for the Mistlands. Write a comment. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. What I meant by write a comment is write what kind of prettification you think we should be doing to the plane space before we move on to the mist base. And also we also have to go back to the mountain to get us some more trophies from the mountains. We're gonna bring some tar over to the other side, and we're gonna bring some of that over to the other side, and I guarantee we would have been better off if we had not put away the Megan yard. So we're gonna pick that one up, because in the base we can run without a mist light, and we can carry far more with a Megan yard on. We don't have to bring that. We are still overburdened, but much less so. Just want to drop that off here real quick, and then we have to put more stuff in our iron boxes. Doom. Yeah, everything is full here. Very good. Okay. So now we should bring some more wood to make more coal. Gonna get those going. Because that is quite a lot of iron to be smeltering. So that's that, and then we fill up those two here. We will need a lot of iron for all the workbenches and that stuff, and then we will need some to spare, because we also need to make more more armor going forward in the new biomes, and you never know what everything will cost you. Especially the ashlands also take some iron, I thought I saw. Let's get that. And that comes right with us to the new base. Drop that off here real quick and see about the iter. That is still running. No more eggs. That's okay too. Yeah, we need to find another of those skulls to get more soft tissue. We need to find another infested mine. But for now, we're gonna go and start building a housing around here for all of that stuff. And we're gonna be building, I think, some more roofing up here too, because I'm not quite sure we have all the roofing already in place here. I have to have a look here if we did that, if we are done. That looks like we are done with the roof on this part here. Okay. And then all of that is under roof too. That's cool. And then we need to have some let's have a box or something here so we can store stuff for now. We have to build a wall, and I'm not quite sure I want to build that wall. We might want to have more iron and get underneath here and go out one more. I think. So, maybe 8 iron? Something like that. Because if we want to have a black marble wall on that platform, that will make things quite awkward here. So we have to come out, I think, one more. Let me try to do that without dropping to my early demise. So there is one more to be coming out here. And right underneath there too. Can we stand on that? And finagle that in. I think that's okay. Because we don't want that to be awkward on this side. So gonna have to come out one more on this side here. So we have room to even build a wall here. Like that. Missing requirement. And we cannot go very, very high with that marble wall, so we will have to probably do some substituting with some wooden walls too, but I kind of want the bottom layer here to be that normal wall. Yeah, that will be doing. So if we can go 3 high here, that will be plenty, I think. Not sure we can do that. I'm not sure we have enough marble for that. We're gonna try. And I kind of want windows in here, and I don't want very tiny windows because we have a base with a view. So how about having real nice big windows here in all directions? I think that will be nice. Yeah, I think 3 high is just the right, and that will be doable even with things going already orange here. 3 high will be doable. Then we're gonna decorate that with the blue jute from the dwarves. That will be looking fabulous, I think. It is much more stable on this side because things are anchored better to the wall here. But this is gonna be okay, I think. And then we've got the roof. And I'm not quite sure how we're gonna do that. I do know we need a little overhang there because I like my little overhang. Need that. Oops. Okay, we're gonna be starting from here with the overhang, and I think that will be okay. And I think, oh, I caught it. Now that is cool. I think we're gonna go. Is that lining up? Yeah. I think we're gonna go with that type of roof here. Okay, that is not holding up. Ooh, we're gonna have to try and find a way to make that work, but That is better now. I think if we got the other pieces filled in here to come across and anchor to the wall here, then all of the remaining roof tiles will get stabilized by that too, and I think we can pull it off to have that like that. Yeah, we are missing requirements here. Let me get more wood and more tar. Tar and wood. We are running low on wood already again. I think there is a little bit of wood upstairs. I'd love to get that here done. We have to have some support in between here, I guess. Yeah, this is gonna be some roofing, but I think it will work out in the end. And then we can have kind of a loft thing going on there too. If this is gonna be the hearth, then that does not make sense, friends. I have to think how we built the hearth in here. Gonna think that up and then alter that here. Oh, we are completely out of tar here. Need to go home and get more tar. There ain't any tar left here, yes? Yes. Let's get more tar. We have 10 more minutes to this episode, so we can at least probably finish up that bit of roof there. Some tar. Okay, let's get to roofing. Okay, where are we? There. getting dark, but might just be able... That is the wrong one. We need that one. To get all of that in here. That might be... what are we looking at here? That might want to go like that. Not quite sure how we want to get that done, but we've got a roof over this now. We can't see anything in here because it's dark, but we're gonna have dwarf lanterns in here. We have some of those. We have like a hecton of those in the box. And we're gonna bring them, and the black forge, or a black forge. We do have enough to have another black forge because we need... See there, we've got those lanterns here, and we got those, and we've got the metal too to make that work. And we've got 5 more cores, so we can have another black forge over there to make it possible so we can build those lanterns to eliminate our workshop. But for now we have reached the end of this episode, and I thank you for watching. I hope you liked this episode with us not dying, but doing a lot of things and getting a lot of things done. If you want to see more of my content, please consider subscribing and ring the bell so you get notifications. If you like this episode, leave it a like so others can find it. Leave me a comment on what beautifications you would want to see on the plains base before we move over to the Mistlands base, which is not done yet, but it's gonna be done in a few episodes, and then we gotta be moving, and yeah, let me know what you think. And with that, I'm gonna bid you a good night, and we are going to be back in the 10th world with new shenanigans real soon. Bye!